We did it. 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very much, everyone who supported us over this past 4 months. For you today, we've got a special video. We're going to be doing the tier list of Russian camouflages and where they stand. Hit the intro. And also, if you stick around for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, we've also got this 1999 Chechenka and a SSO AK sling to give away to you. So, let's get right into it. Do you want to explain the rules?
Yeah, so this is a tier list. You've probably seen many tier lists up on the YouTubes. This is like them, but different. This one is about Russian camouflages and what we think is good and what is going through the tiers. We've got the epic Spetsnaz S tier. We've got the KGB Alpha A tier. The Bimple B tier. B for Bimple. C for Conscript. We've got the Conscript tier. We couldn't think of what D could be, so we just put damn, because damn, if you're wearing this camouflage, could really be doing better.
Think ahead, yeah, if you're thinking of wearing these.
And F is for Farb tier. Obviously that's a little nod to our Russian friends that have infiltrated Milsom West. If you know, you know.
Right, so let's get with it. First up, we have... I forgot there.
VSR 93.
VSR 93 Vivtikalka. What have you got? What have you got to say about this?
I like it. I like VSR 93. I think it's like pretty iconic.
Yeah,
Iconic Russian car.
What have I got to say about it? It looks like a melon.
Yeah.
I mean, I like melon. You like melon.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, true. It's a nice reminder. But at the same time, it's not the be end all of issued Russian camouflages. Do you know what I mean? It's up there. I would personally put it in the C conscript tier.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's a solid C.
Solid C.
It's reaching to B.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is what you'd give to a conscript.
Yeah.
Going into Grozny.
It's got that nostalgia factor of the first and the second Chechen War. That's why it's such an iconic. If it didn't have that, it would be lower down on the list. So we're gonna put that in C. Conscript tier. Next, KLMK. Well, I like it personally. I like it. However, what was really made of it apart from those oversuits? They had like the border guard stuff. No, that was the gold one, wasn't it?
Is that the Chanka camo?
No, no, that's the Kurozka.
He's cool.
Tachanka's super cool, man. Wow. Yeah, sweet.
Well, if Tachanka didn't wear that camo, then I don't know, I reckon a D tier. Potentially even the F tier.
No, that's too low, man. That's right. Way too low.
One thing I'll say, like, Borozka.
Yeah.
Goldleaf.
Yeah.
That is actually like pretty effective camouflage. I've seen that.
I'd agree.
In the field. It actually looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
Does a good job.
Yeah.
Like, so, a little bit of knowledge on the thought process behind the camouflage. The lighter parts of it, so i.e. the white in KLMK and the yellow in Borozka, it's not that represents leaves. It's actually the light shining through the leaves. And when you see that, when you see like someone wearing Borozka and they're like hiding in sun rays, it is actually really effective. Really effective.
I'll beat that out.
KLMK doesn't quite have the same effect as Borozka in that regard. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a D.
You gotta give it a D. So
D.
I like the camouflage personally. Again, there's the only thing you really see with it is the oversuits, and as cool as the oversuits are, and those stupid masks they have,
the cool sniper masks.
Yeah, the mega cool sniper masks. Yeah, as cool as they are, they're you don't really see much else with them. You see the Lifchik Poyos A's vests with them. but again, it's not really widely known. I'm gonna agree with you. I would personally put it in C tier, but with the lack of items for it, I really do see it as a D tier camouflage.
Yes. Bang it in D.
Bang it indeed.
Duh.
Here we go. This is a controversial one.
I'm gonna go right out the gate and say C tier, because again, it's conscript cover.
Yeah.
This is what you're gonna be given to someone that's getting mowed down by the blocking detachment when they try to run away.
What have I got to say about this? I like it. I like that it's a foundation for multiple other camos. See, the color pattern is the same as EMR and Mountain Flora. And yes, some flora patterns are cooler than others. You get just like the BSR 93, you get different shades of it, and some is cool, some looks absolutely trash. Mid tier, conscript tier, C.
Yeah, very mid. Like, as a standard, not the worst. Like, there's
Western
worse, countries have standardized a camouflage far worse than flora. But there is cooler stuff out there. Aggression in the Russian repertoire. What the hell is
What
this?
is that?
Is that real tree?
It looks like real tree. Maybe it's like a leafy suit.
It looks like Cobson.
Enhance.
That's Cobson in the background.
Cobson.
It's got a soy jack in the background of that real tree. Cal, I don't know how that got. When I see real tree, and I think of Russian camouflages, I think of Motorola. That's what.
Oh, is that? Okay.
Motorola was the most baddest midget on the battlefield. I'm gonna beat it.
Real tree.
Pretty FA. Pretty FA.
Real tree is too commercialized to be anywhere near B-tier.
It's that redneck camo.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like it as a camo.
That's the kind of camo that you could wear down the street. And
I agree.
Some people might think you're a hick, but I don't know. I reckon it's a B.
I don't know. To me, it screams sovereign citizen.
Yeah, so B to...
No, not B to
S to
C to... I know my rights. To me, I think is barely scraping a C tier. It's going towards a Dan tier, because when do you see operators wear real tree apart from when they...
leafy suits?
Yeah, but that's like a ghillie suit. That's completely different.
So, it's still effective. In fact, when you think of real tree camos in the form of a leafy suit,
Yeah.
that's like damn good. That's
No, I'd agree with you there.
So
But this is going for camouflages, not leafy suits. Do you know what I mean?
I'm sticking with.
You're sticking with
I'm
B.
sticking with beta.
I'm barely sticking with C, even a D tier. So
Compromise.
I'll compromise.
So we'll go for C.
Yep, compromise C. Yeah. This is a fan's favorite.
Packed out.
Yeah, C's getting packed out. We need to spread it out. SS letter.
That's
That's
an easy S to it.
Yeah.
It's iconic. It's been around since the 40s.
Yeah.
It was designed by a questionable group of individuals, but goddamn was it effective.
It was a great camo.
Like when you see this in the field, it's like
Stick it on a Gorka. Stick it on anything.
stick on anything.
The oversuits, Gorkas, even those
Panzer wraps.
yeah, exactly.
Stick it on a Panzer wrap or a camp hat. They're pretty good.
Yeah. No, that's
yeah.
it. That's an S.
And it's effective. Very effective camouflage. So yeah, chuck that in the S tier.
Get it S tier.
What the hell is this?
I don't know. I can't see it. My glasses are too fogged.
I'm guessing that's winter EMR.
Winter EMR. How often do you see it? Apart from Arctic troops. Not really.
And even then, is it even a good winter camo?
No. Yeah, is it better than just having a white sheet over you?
Also, like ink block. I think like ink blotch or multicam Alpine.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's definitely better stuff out there. Something like Winter EMR, it looks cool.
Yep, and it's rare, but are you going to put that into a high category because of those two factors? I don't think it's deserving of that.
What
Personally,
do you reckon is like proper down there low?
I wouldn't say F.
We're gonna upset people by putting
Yeah,
F to
I know. Very
comment down below where you put EMR when you.
yeah, because I personally
I reckon it's far as to be honest. Chuck it in the F tier.
get in the F tier.
Get it in the F tier. No, ain't no.
Yeah. And let's be honest, you buy it. How often are you going to use it?
Yeah.
You're going to use it half a month, maybe a month if you live in like Canada. So like, you know,
Half the year.
half the year is your Canada. Yeah,
Depending on where you are in Canada.
yeah. What's that next? SKVO. Spectre. I think that's SKVO rather than
That might be
Spectre.
I know.
Nah, it's Spectre.
Yeah, I expect that.
That's Spectre, yeah. Spectre, SKVO. Say, we're
Very
grouping this
cool.
in the same. Very cool.
I think it's very cool. I think it's an effective camo.
Used by operators in the Caucasus.
Operators in the Caucasus.
Yeah.
Good color palette. If you want to like bust out.
Yeah, bust out the 117.
I think the color palette's very good. It has a similar color palette to Multicam, where you've got the light tan, the greens,
There we go. Look at that. 117 and SKVO.
black. It's got black in it. Black isn't a naturally occurring color, unless
It's a lack of colours.
unless you're talking about like coal or whatever or charcoal. But
In the
I
mountains.
digress. I think it's a good camo.
I think it's a good camo too.
Good on equipment, looks good on uniforms, and pretty damn effective. So I'm gonna say, put it later.
I agree.
Later.
I agree. I don't think it's low enough to be in B tier, and I don't think it's high enough to be in S tier.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah, it's not quite S tier, but it's definitely.
It's cool. It's real
solid
cool.
A tier. Solid A tier.
Kukla or DPM. This is iconic. Wherever you go, this is
So obviously British camouflage, used all around the world. The Kiwis used it, Brits used it, Dutch used it, and the Russians used it, and very effective. Very effective. DPM's disruptive camouflage pattern.
disruptive pattern material.
Yeah.
Close.
And it is. It disrupts your shape. You wear a full uniform of it, it is going to break up your shape. I'm going to say S tier.
S tier.
I reckon S tier. Because I've had like op 4 being in DPM,
Yeah.
and like I ain't been able to fucking see them.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd go as far as saying it's better than Multicam. I think it's on par with current Multicam.
In the right environment.
In the right
It's
environment.
better.
Yeah. Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
In a f***ing jungle.
In a wood block.
In the wood block in the jungle.
Yeah.
You see someone in DPM, it's like, well, you ain't seeing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair.
You know, if you're in like dry grass, the desert, somewhere where there isn't loads of green and brown, then DPM is going to stand out.
Yeah.
But if you're somewhere where there's a lot of green and brown, you can't really ask for a better camouflage.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's used all over the world. Simple, effective, cheap. Like,
Yeah. So I'd say S tier.
I don't know if I'd say S tier.
Or A tier though.
I'd say A tier.
Yeah.
It's solid.
I'll settle for A tier.
It's my problem is that it's very common. It's pretty rare on Russian camouflages like the Mabuta or the Kukla Gorka from Gorka E SSO, and it's super cool. I just don't think it kind of reaches the height. Like SS Leto is the standard. It's the gold standard, I reckon, for it. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and DPM's I'd say just below that SS Leto in being unique. Into the KGB Alpha tier. Veroska Gold. So we put our previous the younger brother in the damn tier. Where are we gonna put the gold Veroska Leaf?
I reckon a lot higher, and for a couple of reasons. One, it's on cooler stuff. This is the KGB issue camo.
That is.
You have it on KGB Winters.
Tachanka was issued it.
Tachanka was issued it from Rainbow Six Siege.
Very epic.
You had it on Babutas.
Yeah.
You had it on a lot of cool uniforms. And as an actual pattern, it is more effective than KLMK. That slightly like kind of baby proof green that they use for the gold pattern, that truly represents the sun rays coming through the leaves. So yeah, I'd definitely say it's a lot better than KLMK.
So would you put it in B Bimple tier, maybe?
I'd say B. I'd say B.
Yeah.
It's not the best camouflage.
However, it is 2 tiers higher than the KLMK
Yeah.
Peruska.
It comes in cool stuff, you know, like it's that vest.
What was?
Like the 6B, not 6B7. It's like the
6B5.
yeah
Yeah, the 6B5.
in KLMK.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very alpha coded.
Very
Constitutional crisis.
border guards as well. It's pretty cool.
Also see it
Pretty
as
rare.
like in helmet covers.
Yeah, yeah,
Like Altons and
yeah.
stuff.
It's yeah.
It's cool.
All right, that
Put it in the B.
nice.
Put it in the
It's looking good. What's that?
It's Bhutan.
Bhutan. I'm personally a huge fan of Bhutan.
I like it. I think it's good.
There's so many varieties. However, if we go from there's varieties like the was it the Oxblood?
Oxblood.
So Oxblood, if we were rating Oxblood, for me that would be easy S tier. However, because there's so many variations of them, including even you've added the blue TTSK, we'll move on to that.
That's Esther.
Yeah, but because there's Dubok, like the Ukrainian variant of the camo, and some other. Same with the Flora.
The waters are muddied.
Yeah. If it was pure Oxblood, no question. However, purely Dubok would go in D tier, but I think that would be doing TTSK just disservice.
Yeah, TDSK is cool camo. It's very iconic.
Yeah.
I think like
It was that in between period between BSR 93 and the Afghanka.
yeah,
It
yeah.
feels that
it's-
interwar period.
It's also in like a lot of movies. It's in
Yeah,
a lot of video
yeah.
games. I think like when you think of Russian camouflage, even if you don't know what Dubok
or like Soviet, like
or TDSCO is,
yeah.
you'd see that and you go like, oh yeah,
Oh,
this is
that's Russian coded or Soviet coded.
I've seen that on the battlefield or the Call of Duty,
Yeah.
James Bond,
James Bond. Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Would I put it as high as B tier though?
I'd say beta. I'd say beta.
Okay, yeah.
Sure.
If we're comparing it to BSR 93 and Flora,
And also if we're thinking about all the variations,
yeah.
other than the urban variant, because we'll get onto that.
Yeah, we will.
So I'll say beta.
B tier, yeah. That's a good one, that. Because it's definitely better than BSR and Flora.
For sure.
Blue TTSK, take it away.
S tier, easy. It looks cool. It's iconic. It's unorthodox. And this is the thing with a lot of the urban camouflages is when it comes down to urban camouflages, it's not about blending in. It's about looking hard. It's about looking tough. And so like Blue TTSK, the image that always comes to my mind is Berkut during the Ukrainian Maidan protests, having
Get out!
Molotovs thrown at them, having thrown them back, because that's what they did. But not just Berkut, you've also got like MVD troops.
Yeah. Back in the day.
Yeah, because all these urban camouflages, these are going to be predominantly MVD camouflages. And it's just as cool as Dubok, Bhutan, all those other TTSK colorways. But it's in that rare, unorthodox, urban camo. I'm putting an A tier.
A tier, yeah.
If
They
not
were
S
solid.
tier. I think A tier.
A tier.
A tier is reasonable. That's me being reasonable.
That is, yeah.
If I was to be unreasonable, I'd say S tier.
And it's pretty rare.
And it's rare.
And you made cut-offs.
And I made some cut-offs. You can still pick this up, surplus in Ukraine. You can get like surplus Berkut stuff. but in terms of like the actual Russian blue TTS guy, pretty hard to come by.
Yep. Happy with that. What's next? Is that EMR?
Yeah, wow. I would put it in.
I don't know.
I'd come out of the gate and say either D tier or F tier.
You know what? I would agree with you on that.
It's no good.
No, it's not. That's why they're going to replace it.
That's why they replaced it. That's why everyone.
But they're
ATAC.
too deep into it. They're too deep into it, so they can't replace
Looked
it.
good on the parade ground.
Very good.
We knew a guy. He knew his stuff, and he would always say like, "Oh, it looks good on a parade ground," but when you get into the field, you're just green blob.
Yeah.
I mean, think about Crimea. What were they called? Polite green men.
Yeah.
They weren't called polite camouflage men. So they weren't very camouflaged. They were just green.
It's just green. Yeah.
Take a photo of them. They're green. So I'd say F tier.
F tier. No, I wouldn't give it F tier. Because there's some still cool stuff of EMR, and
there is cool stuff in AMR when you talk about like 6-share 112s, 116s,
yeah,
7s,
yes,
45s,
even 46s, you know.
46s.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that stuff would still be cool and is cooler in different camouflages.
Yeah.
EMR is just like, it's like when America adopted UCP.
Yeah.
It's like they took an L.
The grey one, yeah.
They
and they learned, and they had to learn to take that out as well.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm saying F tier, and you know, EMR was in that category.
yeah, but that's because it's so. I don't know. I reckon down tier because
I'm saying F tier, and then we can farm comments from people being like, "Oh, EMR's a really good camouflage."
I used it. yeah. Cheers. Yeah. Go on. Take it down there. That please still keep buying our EMR stuff.
Yeah,
That doesn't change.
Yeah, well, plenty more to go. That is the FSKIN camo.
Oh,
What I'm on about the like pixelated type.
yeah,
It's like
I think
pixelated
so.
Kamish. But there ain't that much of it.
No, there really isn't.
Yeah, it's like you could get a uniform in it, but then your rig's not going to be matching.
Yeah.
You want to be coded, you know. You want to.
Yeah,
want to be fitted out.
Yeah.
Does it look good with black? Yes, but everything looks good with black.
Yeah. Mid, but not conscript tier. I reckon down tier.
I reckon down to.
Yeah, because you really don't see it enough to like make up a proper good mind of like, is this cool? Is this not? Like you say, but.
And if you were wearing that, someone would be like, "Oh, that's a cool camouflage," but then they'd look at the rest of you and be like,
Yeah.
"That ain't it.
Yeah.
That ain't it, chief."
Okay. Yeah.
D tier.
D tier. I like the concept.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's like
It's like less, but desert.
That's like the mountain les.
Mountain les. I like mountain les.
It's pretty cool.
It's
pretty
cool.
It's not on many things. I think it's 6B23.
I think so. Yeah.
6B23.
Yeah. The one that's commonly. Well, they have got like a kind of orangey more.
Yeah, it's just
which is like the.
flora.
Yeah.
Let's go flora one, but I think there is also the.
Yeah, I think you're right. It looks really commercial. That's the only problem. It looks like something I'd pick up from
like
like,
LEG.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
It's all right. What can I say?
I reckon D tier.
D tier.
I reckon we've got another D tier.
Right.
It is effective.
Yeah. I've got.
And I would say as well, actually, given that it is effective, maybe that bumps it up to a C tier.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But you literally only see it on 6B23s. Maybe on helmet cover and then no uniforms.
No, there isn't. I think that the fact that it wasn't used on a lot, bar just 6B23s, really does. I think it does cement it into D tier.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, D tier.
Because clearly they had an idea and one was like, this ain't working.
They just didn't knock it out.
Right. Next.
Rasta.
I like this.
Tier.
I reckon, yeah.
It looks cool. It looks sick. You've got all these layers. It's very similar to Scat Camo, which is also...
Well,
Let me cook. So Scat Camo, which is coming up in a couple. That's a who is it? Like Sklon,
Sklon, NPSM.
NPSM.
NPOSM, yeah. That's
They basically took Scat Camo and then added on like the kind of like a reptile skin padding into it. It looks fire. Looks fire, dog. Had it on uniforms. They had it on like weather suits.
Yeah, we've got some coming in.
Got some coming in. I will be copying one of those because they do look sick.
Yeah.
No uniforms. God, no uniforms. No equipment really. I don't think they even had them on like vests.
You know, they might do this. The thing is with all these MVD camos is that it was so far between. They had like 5-10 different variants of certain rigs from like Cascade 1 through to 5. It's hard to keep up. I don't even keep up.
But it looks sick.
It does look good. It looks look good.
It's on Battlefield 4 S tier.
Is it?
It is on Battlefield 4 S tier.
Alright. I would have put it in between S and A first.
Tier. Easy S tier. Looks sick.
It looks alright. Looks alright.
When those oversuits come in, get yourself on.
Yeah.
You would not regret your purchase. This looks like less camo.
This does look like less camo. US Woodland is a M81 or something like that. Yeah.
It's effective.
Yeah.
It's I think it's in the same category as DPM where
I wouldn't put it in A tier though.
you reckon beat it.
I reckon B tier.
Yeah. It's not as good as DPM.
Yeah. Well, I think to us British and New Zealanders,
Yeah, it's a bit of bias.
yeah, there is definitely a bit of DPM bias here. Maybe Americans would put it higher, maybe at alpha tier, or maybe they put it lower because it's such a common.
I would say A tier actually, because there was a lot of cool equipment that was in Woodland.
Yeah.
Think about like all the vests that came in Woodland, a lot of the SSO products.
Yeah, they went hard to be fair.
There was some cool
There was some cool stuff,
in Woodland.
but
I'd say A tier.
I think it's on the balance between A and B tier, just because it's so commonly found as a camouflage, but then the Russian.
But yeah, but that's the thing. We're talking about Russian stuff, so I'd say it's an A tier. Like Russian Woodland stuff is cool.
Yeah, Russian would. Yeah, okay. Russian
as a
would stuff A
camouflage,
tier.
it's decent.
I'd put like.
I think it's not as good as DPM as a camouflage,
Yeah.
but in terms of like what equipment was made in Woodland,
Yeah.
there's cooler stuff being made as opposed to DPM. Because DPM, you just had like Mavutas and Gorkas.
Yeah, that's true.
Woodland, you've got like Gorkas, you've got like all the SSO there, like the lizard chicks and stuff like that. So I'd say it's an A tier.
Yeah. Okay.
Whack it an A tier. Scat.
I thought that was Reed.
Also known as Reed. I'm pretty sure it's also known as.
All right.
I could be wrong. I could have just outed myself. It's cool. It's like Rasta, but it's not as cool as Rasta, in my opinion. But it is effective.
Yeah.
It's cool camouflage.
We had these the Reed oversuits.
Yeah.
Which went really fast.
So,
People loved them.
MPO SM.
POSM as well. Yeah, made it.
One of their like big camos.
Trademark camos.
Big in the MVD. This was big in
Chechnya.
second churches.
So it's second. Yeah.
And
I think a solid B tier, above conscript tier, but not cool enough. It's not cool enough to be KGB alpha tier. You know. Yeah. Happy with that.
If you had this, people would think you're fly.
Yeah. They'd be like, damn.
Pogranичnik.
Pogranicznik.
Yeah.
What's it called? Border guard. Border guard camo.
D tier.
Really?
Not very effective.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
You
in the right environment.
It looks so similar to SKVO though, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Just a bit lighter.
It's the colorway though. With all that grey, if you're in like a mountainous region, you've got like hella rocks around you.
Yeah.
The shore is probably pretty decent.
So you think they took the L, changing over from Gold Borowska to a Pogranicznik?
Yeah, because
They took a heavy L.
Borowska looks nice.
Yeah.
You have like Borowska's got that authoritarian vibe. It's got that KGB vibe. Whereas That is just like, kind of looks like vomit.
Slop.
It's slop.
Yeah.
It's camo slop, basically.
All right. I'd personally put it in like C tier. I think it's better than EMR.
Better than EMR, I'd say that, yeah. It's more disruptive.
Yes. Yeah.
But I'd say it's a D tier.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's more disruptive, but it's not as effective as like a proper camouflage.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say D tier.
D tier. I can't even see this next one. The glasses popping up. Where is it? D tier.
Yeah, D tier.
Yeah, D tier. Sound.
I think that's Flecton.
Are you sure? That looks, no, that looks... No, that's not Aura.
Nah, it's not Aura.
No, Aura is
I think it's
up, down.
Yeah, it's Flecton.
Flickton.
Yeah. Well, you say it's German.
German sound.
Bit of an evolution of SS Lito, or the SS camos.
You see it around...
In every North-South store that you've ever been to.
with the German flag, yeah.
I've seen it on, that girl wearing the parka where you thought, damn, she's cool. But you didn't have the confidence to approach her, and now you're alone forever. I'd say C tier.
C tier? Yeah.
In terms of like a Russian camouflage, it's not Russian.
Yeah.
Very widespread.
Yeah, but then
There's not
DPM
there's not
is...
many, yeah, but there's not much equipment. There's not much there's not many uniforms in it really.
It's C.
Yeah, you don't really see it at all.
C tier.
Flectar D though.
Flectar D.
Different story.
Goes hard.
Whole different box of frogs.
Based off the Danish.
Oh yeah, it's based on
Danish, yeah.
But it is still a different colorway.
It's slightly
Very slightly different.
it's either slightly higher or slightly lower on the green.
Higher.
Higher on the green, yeah.
I think Flectar D as well. It's only got like 3 colors, whereas the Danish.
Yeah. I think so. It's like a off, and it's got another off green.
Yeah. But Flectar D, I'm giving it a B tier.
B tier?
I reckon it goes pretty hard, pretty effective.
Yeah.
You only really see it on Gorkas, but it's SSO
Gorkas and the oversuits.
Yeah.
Oversuits.
And I've seen it on vests as well.
And
I've seen Flectar D.
Yes, 45. I think 45th BDB were the ones that rocked them mostly. So yeah, no, it does go hard.
Yeah. Easy B tier.
What is that?
That's Progorodnich.
No,
It's like a different.
It's like a different variant.
Right, we'll just slap that into D tier.
D tier.
We already talked about that.
Yeah.
We've already been through.
Who made this?
Who made this list?
Islam.
Islam's cool.
MVD classic.
Yeah, it's Flectar but cooler.
Yeah.
It's a fractal pattern.
Yeah.
Which is big nowadays.
Yeah, that's true.
It was kind of ahead of its time. You don't really see it on much equipment. You only really see it on uniforms. We've got a uniform back there.
Yeah, we have actually, yeah.
That's in Islam. Got slapped on a lot at the time of production because it was only really Modox that did it.
Modox. I think other brands picked up on it quite quickly though. That's the thing. Because the MVD required quite a lot of it. That's why you see loads of that 2010s period and slightly before MVD rocking Islam. I think it goes fairly hard.
I reckon
between B and C.
I'd say B.
Say B.
Yeah, I'd say B. On par with Flectar D for sure. Similar pattern, nice colorway.
Well, I don't know if I'd put it on Flectar D or Reed. I think.
Because when you look at it as a pattern,
yeah,
it is disruptive. It is effective. It's a good colorway that would work in a lot of different environments.
Yeah.
I
see.
It was on Gorkas.
It was on Gorkas.
They looked pretty nice.
They looked alright.
The full uniforms, they look nice as well. Especially the SSO ones.
Yeah, they did.
No, I'd say it's B.
Yeah, that's B too. Get in there.
That's A.
That's See, this how steamed up my glasses are. I can't even see B and A. What is this?
This is Urban DPM.
Urban DPM.
This is what's it? Nah, that's a F tier.
That's not
F tier, bro.
No.
That's the stuff they gave to the prison guards.
Yeah.
You don't want to look like
iconic.
Iconic.
You walk into you walk into your supermarket. You see the security guard there. Instead of wearing long black uniform, whatever they wear, they're rocking a camo like that. That's some points there.
No.
I think.
No.
I think.
That's Ali G camo. That's Ali G stuff.
Nah, we can't put TTSK Blue up at A tier and then this in F tier. It doesn't make sense.
I reckon D or C then.
D. The C's too high for it, but D. You have to give it props where it
ain't quite F, but it's D for sure. Because again, you don't want to be looking like a prison guard.
No,
you don't want to be looking like a screw.
No, and if you did want to, you just rock blue camise. I think that's a call up.
The blue camise is way.
Yeah. Multicam S tier. No.
Hell no.
Bruh.
Hell no. C tier, conscript tier.
Yeah. I mean,
like, is it effective? Yes. Is it everywhere? Yes. Like, if you're wearing Russian stuff, why the hell are you wearing body cam? Even like modern stuff, if you're talking about like
I don't know, man.
If you're talking about like SMO stuff, wear ATAX. ATAX is cooler. If you're wearing multicam, there's a few exceptions as to like Russian multicam that's cool. I think that's like Syria SSO. Everything else
like Void.
Yeah, like Void. Like Void is cool.
Yeah,
some like multicam SSO stuff, but
I have to disagree. They do have some quite cool stuff in multicam. You have the SSO Panzers. You have
SSO.
I thought you meant SSO as in the organization rather than the company. Right. Yeah. There's definitely the tier list between Russian multicam production goes from like here of like you've got SSO and actual cool stuff and Grouper 99, and then here you've got like mate, baby's first uniform sort of thing, like really poor material. Like AliExpress Yukida sort of stuff. So C tier,
middle of the road.
Just because it's the only place it can go really. Just because there's so much variation between them.
Multicam fanboys, comment down below why you think it should be S tier, and we will downvote you and flame you. Syria Pink.
Syria Pink.
F tier. Who the hell is wearing it? Unless you're in Syria.
Syria operators, that's who's wearing it.
No, like conscripts in Syria or whatever. Like, because the actual operators in Syria, they were wearing multicam.
Yeah, true. Or the Myanmar desert.
Or Myanmar desert. Like, this is being worn by like mothballed warpath.
Yeah, true. True.
Like,
mate, the covers for the 6B47.
That was ugly, bro.
Bad. That's F tier.
Easy.
I don't know who buys it, especially those people that buy the shorts. Definitely get yourself checked in.
Or like a 60117.
Yeah, it's like definitely on
shame.
Some register. You're on some register, mate.
You're on a list. ATAX
FG.
S tier. It goes hard. And it's effective. It's on loads of cool stuff. Cool uniforms, cool equipment. You're talking about SSO Panzers, Ask Armor, Void. Like, the list goes on. High quality.
Yeah.
Effective camouflage.
But
and iconic as well. Because, like, originally, it's an American camouflage.
Yeah.
America never really...
that's true. That's why they call it like moth and things like that. No, not moth. Moss camo, yeah. Things like that. Yeah, but again, just like I don't think it goes S tier at all. I think it goes like definitely higher than multicam, but not as high as A or S tier.
I can A tier at least.
Nah, just because it's cool, but it's again like multicam. The ranges of the products that are provided through Russia for ATAX, it can go really good or like really.
I think if you ignore all the AliExpress tiers,
that's what I'm on about.
If you ignore all of that, then it's
but we can't ignore that.
I say we can ignore it.
I don't think you can.
Okay.
I'm sticking to B tier. I'm going to be
Strap it out.
Hit that. Do something about it.
Well,
Flora,
S2. Easy S2.
Come on.
It looks cool.
It looks cool. It's
Is it effective?
Who
Maybe
cares?
not.
Who cares?
Does it look cool as hell?
Honestly.
Hell yeah. And in the right environment, it is actually.
It is useful, yeah.
Check out the last video that was all about.
We did, yeah. We had a short video, but again, cool camo.
Very cool.
Shame it's so expensive,
But it's rare.
but it is rare. Yeah, it was only issued to Martin units, so, well, hence.
You're going to find it in uniforms,
Yeah,
the odd helmet cover,
the old helmet cover.
the odd goggle cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the body armor was a different camo entirely. The 6-show vests were entirely different
Yeah.
camouflage. It was designed to kind of match it, but wasn't the same.
I will say this though. Stand by this. We will make one production model of a Gorka mixed with a Metal Flora. I'm telling
Clip
you
this.
Clip
Chat.
Is this real chat? I can't see what that is.
So I don't know what this is either.
It looks like Afghanka.
Maybe Afghanka? I thought it was like the cocoon. Well, like the cocoon suits.
Right, well, no one knows what cocoon suit is, so
Other than
I'm just going that as Afghanka. Because we don't have Afghanka on here. I think that's a...
that's just tan. That's just tan.
Yeah, iconic.
Well, I'd say detail because at the end of the day, it's just tan.
Conscript here, surely.
Yeah, 'cause it's just tan.
Come on, the 80s vibes driving on a BTR.
Oh yeah. All right, see to
Yeah,
because
with water talking glaring. They were, yeah.
Spectre.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not SK.
It's cool.
Yeah, like it.
I don't think it's as good as Serpat or SKWO. I think it's like
It's a bit too dark.
yeah, it's less universal.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
less universal. I'd say it's definitely on par with Fleck Card D. It's a very similar colorway. It's kind of just
Yeah,
what did
yeah,
you
I agree.
Fleck Card
Yep.
D. And as such, I'd say beta.
Yep,
Put it
I'd agree.
same level.
Fully agree. Good.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Team special camo.
Yeah.
We have a soft space in our heart.
Sheesh.
Team special.
Yeah.
There are some cool dudes. They do some cool stuff, or did some cool stuff. I think it's definitely A tier. It's on par with Blue TTSK.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a cool camo.
Bit of a LEG camera. Though.
A bit of an LEG camo, but it's authoritarian. If some dude was wearing that and they had a gun
Yeah.
pointed in your face, you'd probably do what they say.
Yeah. True.
And as such, A tier. For the same reason I'd say like Blue Kamish would be like up there.
Yeah. Okay. I agree.
Les camo?
Is that Les? I thought we'd done Les already.
No, this is like proper Les.
Oh, like
Not like
not woodland, not US
but
woodland.
like Les camo.
Okay. Yeah.
I like it.
alright.
I think it's on a lot of cool equipment.
It's alright. I think it's
I
alright.
don't think it's quite A tier.
No, nowhere near. I don't think. I reckon Conscript tier.
You reckon Conscript?
Yeah, I don't think it's a B tier, honestly. What do you think?
I reckon it's B tier. Just because like it's on a lot of SSO products. It's on.
Where did we put Les before?
Put Woodland on.
Oh, we put it A tier? Nah. Surely not. We were basing that on one company's products. I don't think that's a fair reflection.
So what you reckon?
I reckon B tier and then C tier.
So up Woodland down to
Yeah.
C tier.
Yeah. No,
Put Les at B tier. Because Les is cooler. I think Les is cooler than
voice because it's domestic.
yeah, because it's like an actual domestic camo and it is on a lot of cool SSO stuff, so a lot of sniper equipment.
Okay. We'd have to put them. They're so similar. You just have to put them both in B tier, I reckon.
Yeah, because Les is cooler.
They look the same to me. Not gonna lie.
Bump Woodland down to C tier, and then put Les on B tier.
You did Woodland dirty. So
Kamish.
Kamish. A for me.
You reckon
Like I think it's sick. I think it's like Tiger Strike camo.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's just their take on it. Well, it basically is Tiger Strike ammo.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's a shame it's not used on more stuff.
Yeah.
I think it would be a lot cooler.
A lot cool, yeah.
See it on. It would be a lot cool.
Yeah.
To see it on a lot of equipment, vests. It is on actually vests.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Mine goes blank, but I have seen it on vests. A lot of splavs.
Trying to think.
Splav.
Yeah, you just splav goes heavy with that stuff. And Anna.
And on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah.
Cool.
What
Doesn't really see widespread adoption. Really should.
MVD.
MVD, yeah.
What if it was blue?
What if it was blue?
A question.
I'd say A tier as well.
I'd say
It goes up there with the cool blue camos. And, you see people in blue camouflage. It's really doing badass stuff.
Yeah.
And it's authoritarian. It's like it's a scary camouflage.
Yeah.
Someone's pointing a gun in your face and they're wearing blue camouflage. Probably didn't do what they say.
A tier.
A tier. With the other camouflage.
And I really like the ones that are like, see what I mean with the this bit being like a blue, like a sky blue sort of colour, rather than the darker pattern ones. I ain't got a blue camouflage on me, but yeah, this is like the nicer variant of the camo. What is that?
Serpat.
Cool. Nice.
I reckon it's an A tier. I've seen it on all equipment, or like SLR and RV stuff.
Yeah.
You've seen it on their vests, their uniforms. It's an effective camouflage. It's a good colorway. It's not quite as disruptive as like similar patterns, like the Spectre SKWO.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I'd say.
I like how one company makes it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's a
Licensed in it. Yeah.
officially licensed by SRB. I'd say
SRBB.
B or A tier.
Yeah, beta. I think beta is doing it justice. It's pretty cool. And there is some cool stuff in it.
Yeah.
What's next? Is it 112? 122?
That's the 112 EMR. So we've put two colorways of EMR in F tier. I think this is the one type of EMR
That's the exception.
that busts out.
Yeah.
And I think this also
Getting out the hood with it.
gets out of the hood with this one. And I think this also includes the reverse side.
Yep. Agreed.
It's only on one piece of equipment.
Yep.
And that's the reversible suit.
And they're cool. They're like,
Both colors.
for an issued Ratnik item, it is super cool.
Yeah. And it was a specialist item, wasn't given out to everyone.
No, it wasn't.
But it's a damn nice uniform. Both the colorways are very cool. I'm gonna say B tier. Because again, it's
Yeah.
I'd say A tier if the pattern was actually decent, but it's not.
Alright.
At a distance, it just looks like a blob.
Yeah.
But up close, it looks cool as hell.
Or we put both of them on beta because we might as well do them both together at the same time.
Yeah.
You put both of them. Okay, what if I threw a bone here? Threw a wrench in the works even, and said one has to go in B tier, one has to go in C.
I'd say the spring goes in C, and the autumn goes.
Yes. What, the darker, more brown?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's what I thought as well. So you go in B, and you go in C. Just so we're not filling up B too much.
Yeah.
Or F.
Love it. Iconic.
Yeah.
First Cheshire camo.
I'll whip it out.
Got the autumn.
Move that spray out of the way. Yeah, that.
Yeah, just screw right away.
Yeah.
There we go. Iconic. Bit of an example here. This is the autumn variant. Came in everything. Via uniforms, body armor, soul vests, helmet covers, you name it, they made it.
And it was cool.
And it was cool. And it was effective.
It was very effective.
Camouflage.
It's just a perfect color for the autumn, like SS Ocean.
That's the green version, but we'll include the autumn color.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, I didn't see it. No,
I think like
Sunny's on to.
all the colors that they chose.
Yeah,
for
'cause that's
respective
that's
camouflages were like pretty on board.
So we're gonna put the blue on as well. I reckon A tier.
I reckon A tier.
Yeah,
That's an A tier.
it's on par with Camouflage, I reckon. Maybe even slightly cooler, but not quite S tier. Ah, that is brown, bro.
That's great.
Ah,
So they're wearing sunny.
oh yeah. Where's that? I can't even see that.
I think that's another
It has.
112.
Is it?
I think so. Oh, screw that off. Gosh, camo.
Hey, what, this one?
Yeah. So
Is that the winter?
yeah.
Winter
So this is an actual effective winner
Yeah.
camouflage. To be fair, the Russians didn't invent it. I think it was just Finnish.
Yeah,
Was that it?
Yeah.
Is it good though? I'd say so. Realistically, when you're talking about overwhites, you don't need something that's super over the top, like when
Like
the
TMI, yeah.
or
No, you're right.
what we came Alpine. Like you don't need that. Everything's going to look white. You're going to have like a bit of depth of color.
And-
You're talking about shadows, but that's pretty much what Inkwatch goes for.
And you don't want to, you want to be wearing stuff underneath. This is, with winter camo, you're just covering yourself. Everything else underneath needs to be like warm, nice materials that you can just,
Stay
stay alive with, yeah. So that's why I didn't get EMR winter. Like, you can get oversuits for them, pretty sure. But then you can get like the full uniforms, and at that point, just,
And the other thing as well, if, like when you look at the, like you were saying, with the EMR white,
yeah,
it's like a very specific uniform.
yeah,
With like the Inkwash camo, it's designed to just go over your kit.
yeah. Simple, effective.
It's underneath it. It's going to be thin, disposable. Not
Yeah,
to be used
that's
all the
it,
time. It's going to be cheap, plentiful.
What would you put it? I reckon between B and C, maybe.
I'd say beta.
B tier?
Just like in its environment, I'd say that's what you want.
Yeah,
You'd want to have that. I definitely want that over Winter DMR.
yeah, no, I agree. What's the next one? B tier.
So I think the next one is
Another winter camouflage?
no, I think that's Palmer. Yeah.
I don't know, armor, bro.
No, like not like SSO Palmer, but
What, this?
no, that's the
Yeah, that's the one we chinned off. This one?
yeah.
Oh, like World War II Palmer.
Yeah,
Okay. No, because then we got the one with the orange one here.
that's SSO Palmer.
So I didn't throw.
Actually, I don't know what the hell that is.
What are you doing?
Is that bicolor? No, that's not
When it
bicolor.
looks
This bicolor.
I don't know. Okay. No, not us. We just do it blind. We don't know nothing about it. We go purely for the shades of colour.
It looks pretty trash.
It does look pretty trash.
Let me check in the F tier.
Yeah. This one is a double. No, this one. I just want to get rid of it. It's annoying me. No, I don't. No, I can't ignore it. It's an F tier, bro. Alright, Amoeba, love it. Personally.
It's pretty cool.
World War II.
Yeah, and it's one of the first camouflages ever.
Yeah, fairly. I wouldn't put it that far, but yeah, it is one of the early adoptions of like camouflage
Yeah.
on the battlefield. So people ain't gonna rock out in like grey uniforms.
And the uniforms that came in Amoeba look goofy AF.
The
Like sniper.
long, really long.
Yeah.
They
And had like face veils.
No, I thought they went hard personally.
Goofy as hell. Goofy.
But they were like, you were meant to be like a mud man,
Yeah.
which was cool.
It's designed to break up your shape.
Yeah.
It's not designed to look cool.
I'd personally put it in A tier.
I'd say beta.
If we got space.
Given the time, I'd say beta. It ain't A tier. It ain't that cool. It ain't
Yeah,
that
it's
sort.
just ink spots, to be fair.
Yeah.
Alright, B tier. Hopefully it doesn't miss the tier list out. No, we're sweet. Partisan M.
S tier.
S tier.
S tier.
S tier.
For sure, it's a very cool colorway. It's SS camo.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
effective camouflage. S tier. I think all the SSO,
I think so.
all the SS camos are going at S
I
tier.
agree with that.
Same way.
We're going Ocean and Partisan M on those reversible suits. It's
Medusa
so
suits, yeah.
cool. Yeah, the Medusa
Very
suits.
nice. Very effective.
They are. And it's two suits in one. Just Just buy one suit, you get two. Sword.
And like the spring camo on the top and the ocean on the bottom.
Oh, it's for the
Properly break up your shape. That's what you
not only breaking up the shape, but having the camouflage for the leaves at the bottom and the
Yes.
trees at the top. You know, that's
It's very similar to like wearing desert DPM trousers and woodland DPM on the top. You're just gonna like split your entire shape into two. Your bottom half's gonna blend in with the ground, and your top half's gonna blend in with the foliage. So, very good, very effective. Emergency services VSL. Looks cool. Rare as hell. Ali G camo.
yeah. I think damn tier, honestly.
That's it.
It's cool. It's cool, and it's really hard to come by.
I mean, like,
Well, I don't know. No one really wants it. Who wants orange camouflage? Let's be honest. Apart from Mountain Fall.
thing is, even if you did want it, you ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, true.
I think, yeah, damn tier, because if you were seen in that, they'd be saying, damn, where the hell did you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say decent.
Straight out of a fancy dress shop. Cool story behind it, but having it as a camouflage for the emergency services, making them easier to see. Cooler than just having high vises on.
No, so they can blend in with the fire.
Oh, yeah. No.
So they can camouflage in the fire.
Yeah. Then the fire just sort of like, is like, yeah, don't want.
So when you're like set on fire, they can't see
D tier.
detail. That
Hard.
the palm that we know, the palm that we all know.
With
Palm back here.
get the smirch. Get the tables. Get the smirch.
You got it here as well. Got an SSO smirch.
Pre-2004 SSO.
It looks nice as hell.
Yeah, it goes hard.
Is it going to be perfect in every environment? No. Is it a very cool winter camouflage? I'd say so.
Winter.
Yeah. I'd say it's good in winter. It's good in like mountainous environments.
Because of the grey. Because there's a
If you've got like rocks that you blend in with, it's pretty good camouflage. But it just looks nice. Like it's a very old camouflage as well. Like when you think of like digital camouflages, that kind of started in the Western mind with UCP, MARPAT, that kind of stuff. That's like back in the 60s, I think. 60s that they started.
Yeah, I think so.
It was very old camouflage. And they kind of knocked it out of the park with it. I'll say 8 it.
82.
I think it's
Yeah, I reckon it does.
if not higher. I don't think it's quite S tier.
No, it's not.
But it's certainly an 8.
It's cool. It's really cool. That's why we got that.
And the stuff that whenever you find something that's in armor camouflage, like this duffel,
Yeah.
like this smurf, it's cool. It's dope. It's drip.
It is drip.
You
Especially, I don't know if
walking
you've
around
seen
in
it.
armor, people think you're cool.
I don't know if you've seen it, but we had a RD54 listed up. It was a mix of ripstop and a looks incredible.
Mm.
Absolutely incredible.
You won't find stuff like that ever again.
Yeah. It's a one in a not once in a lifetime, but like once in 5 years. Because I never seen that before. Where they do half and half on RD54s. Very cool. 80.
8
Get it.
So this is
Palm with letter and something like that in it. Something with orange stuff on it.
yeah. Cool. Not as cool as Palmer. In fact, I'd say a lot less cool than Palmer.
Yeah, I don't really get the random orange blobs. I guess what they were going for is like the Baroska.
Well, it's a mix of Palmer and Amoeba. So like the orange swatches are Amoeba camo,
Right, I
and
got
then
it.
it's like overlaid with the Palmer,
Yeah.
and altogether it just looks like dookie.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it as that, but C tier, I reckon. Respectable C tier.
That's it, yeah, see.
I think going lower than C would do it some disservice because it is still cool camo and
There's not a lot of sniper suits.
yeah, the oversuits. That's the one thing that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
They're actually really cool.
Yeah. See it.
C tier,
So next is bicolor, Afghan bicolor.
bro.
It's hot. It's cool.
I don't know.
Because like, so this is like Afghan era, and you know this is in an era where no one's really cutting about in camouflage.
KLMK.
Yeah.
KZS.
Yeah, but this is like an alternative. Like, stuff like bicolor, this is like helicopter pilots.
Yeah.
That are cutting
Yeah.
out in this. This is like
Pretty
on the,
rare.
this is on like the same tier as Bhutan Mabugas.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
And,
I reckon it's hot. I reckon it's hot.
see, I don't know too much about this camouflage, so I'm going to take your word on it. I didn't know it exists before. I just saw it, so...
I reckon it's nice. It looks cool. It's basically a 2-color version of Bhutan.
Right, okay, so they've just removed a bunch of colours.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'd say
that's
it's,
cool, that's cool.
I'd say it's a solid B tier.
B tip, yeah.
Same as the Bhutan.
Yeah.
That's like a cool
B,
version.
B for Bhutan. And lastly, I think it's... can't remember what this
It's called summer camouflage. This is like a early Soviet camouflage. I think it's like 1950s.
Yeah. Post-war at some point.
It might have been in war because it's the one that literally looks like flowers and plants.
Oh, and they made like flash collectors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. I think it's cool.
It's kind of like a Russian version of wine leaf. That's
Yeah.
how I think of it
It
as.
seems to me that it's like a predecessor to the... Where is it?
Palm?
Like the Palmer predecessor.
Yeah, because Palmer is basically like a digitalized
Yeah.
version of this.
No. Cool.
It's cool.
Is it
effective.
cool? Like,
I'd say it's effective.
yeah. Looks like a very autumn camouflage.
I'd say B2.
B-tip.
I'd chuck it in B2. I think, especially when you think of it in like the time that it was made.
Yeah. You have to.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
It would have been pretty specialist as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not giving us the conscript. This would have been like given to your snipers, your spetsnaz.
It's also this very digitally as well.
No, so this
Is it not?
this is the version where it was literally like.
So it's not like Palmer.
No, it's not digitalized.
Yeah,
like
so
Palmer.
that's what it looks like to me, but I'm wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, no, it literally looks like leaves, plants, flowers.
Okay.
It's like vine leaf in that
Yeah.
sense, but a more simplified version of vine leaf.
Okay.
No, I'd say
I'll take your word.
yeah.
Do you want to do the honors for the last one? Get that in beta.
That's it.
That's it. Thank you very much.
That's the 1,000 subscriber special.
I was in a surprise special. If you watched all the way to the end, I want to thank you personally. And the whole Paladin team really does thank you for your continued support. I hope you do grow to even a bigger channel. And remember to like and subscribe. Also, put a comment down below. One lucky person will be picked for the giveaway of the PT3. Is that PT3s?
CD3 and the
No, because the PT3 is the one with the... What's it called?
an SSO sling
An SSO sling.
and a Chenka.
Yeah.
And tell us why we are wrong.
Seed and cope in the comments
Seed
below.
and Co.
Thank
and
you.
all the rest.
Thank you for watching. Have a great day.